So coming up next, the men's 100 meters breaststroke final. Maximilian Ang and of course Nicholas Mahabir, who was the fastest qualifier into the final, the only swimmer in the field to dip below 1:02. But you were saying, Rowan, that he went out very quickly. Was he holding back or was he gassing out?
I think that's what we'll find out tonight. He was the only one who swam a sub 29 in the first lap this morning.
He's taking his time to take his phones off and making the rest of the swimmers wait. It's something that he probably has learned from the US. A little bit of psyching out before the race starts. Wait for the champ to arrive, and he's taking even more time now to get himself totally warmed up before the start of the race. Putting on that swag before the race has started. Nicholas Mahabir, the Olympic qualifying time, 59:49. So he swims in lane number 4, side by side with him, Pham Thanh Bao, and he's got his compatriot Maximilian Ang, who's swimming in lane number 2 as well. Andrew Gobb, Malaysia, is in lane number 3, just beside him. Not the best of starts for Mahabir, and probably trying to judge this race a bit better than he did in the heats this morning. It's a very fast start by Dwicky of Indonesia in lane number 6, and so too Pham Thanh Bao of Vietnam, who has taken just half body length lead over Mahabir, approaching the 50-meter mark. It will be the Indonesian Dwicky who will turn in first place, just ahead of Thanh Bao. And this is where Mahabir will be making his move, trying to use all that strength and speed that he's gained over the years in the USA, racing against the likes of Michael Andrew over the years. And this is where the speed has to come into play right now against Pham Thanh Bao. He's losing a little bit of it though to the Vietnamese. He's got some catching up to do right now. Can he claw it right back? Nicholas Mahabir has got some to do heading into the final 20 meters of this race, but he is coming back strong against Pham Thanh Bao. This will be all the way to the end. Thanh Bao slowly, just slightly ahead of Mahabir, and Thanh Bao will win it just ahead of Mahabir, defending his SEA Games gold medal, becoming the first to defend his title since another Vietnamese, Nguyen Hu Viet, back in 2009. 0.25 seconds ahead of Mahabir, and Maximilian Ang 1.23 seconds behind Pham Thanh Bao. What a time that is as well. The first to dip below 1:01 at the Southeast Asian Games. Mahabir chased him all the way down. And Rowan, this is very much unlike what it was this morning when Mahabir went out very quickly and then struggled coming back. This time around, he didn't go out quick enough.
Yeah, I think he was caught a little bit surprised in the first lap, I think, when he saw that people were ahead of him. That was probably not something that he expected. He did put up a great fight in the second 50 where he almost caught Pham Thanh Bao, but I think he just left it a little bit too late before he started to do the catch.
Yes, let's have a look at it again. This was where, I mean, it wasn't the best of starts from him, was it?
No, and you can see they all actually came up about the same. They're all in a line, but I think Pham Thanh Bao just managed to pip everyone else at the start, and then he just carried that lead all the way through.
And what do you think that start was, being a breaststroker yourself? Is it rhythm? Is it a bit of synchronicity between your stroke and your legs?
I think it's a bit of everything. You just need everything to click together. It could have been the underwater, like he could have gone a little bit too deep or maybe not deep enough, and then the breakout stroke is always the most important one because it sets you up for the rest of the lap of the race. If you get that right, everything flows very smoothly. If you don't, it takes a while to get into the rhythm, and by then you've lost a few tenths of a second already.
Well, he didn't do too well at the World Championships, Pham Thanh Bao. Neither did he do well enough at the Viet Games. And in fact, Mahabir had the best time after his win at the last Games coming into this race. And everybody expected Mahabir to take it, but instead it's Pham Thanh Bao lowering that SEA Games record, which he set last year. 1:00.97, the first in Southeast Asia to the bit below 61 seconds at the Southeast Asian Games. Mahabir 1:01.22. There'll be a review of what happened in this race, of course, between Mahabir and his coaching staff, and they'll come out with something and getting him prepared for the 50 meters and some revenge against Pham Thanh Bao. Singapore's wait for a champion in the 100 meters breaststroke continues.